Shalom, people. Seeing as I'm not ride sharing at the moment and I haven't uploaded in several days, I decided that I'm going to live stream from my home, right? And what I'm going to do is go through my social media, my reels, my TikTok. We're going to start with TikTok, right? I don't know what we're about to see. Um, this is first time I'm viewing it. It's just pulled it up. So let's go through it.
Bill Maher's brutal takedown of Caitlin Collins has exposed their fake neutrality, and the fallout is catastrophic. This isn't journalism, it's a left-wing hit job crumbling live on air. Bill Maher, a lifelong liberal, detonated CNN's facade of fairness during a fiery interview. He mocked Caitlin Collins for claiming CNN is where both sides watch, pointing out how the network cherry-picks token conservatives only to ambush them. Maher's clincher? You're not fooling anyone. This is activism, not news. The audience erupted. Even Colbert's crowd laughed when Collins insisted on CNN's objectivity. Maher didn't hold back. Your balance is a PR stunt. The message? CNN's credibility is dead, and Maher just delivered the eulogy.
Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people.
Can I just follow up on that, because that's a really important
Excuse me,
statement
let me
that
just
you
follow
made
up.
there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying.
He wants everybody to stop dying, yo. Now, this is old, right? I've seen this. I actually saw the night this was on. So I'm sure this isn't news to many of you. But just in case, right? Let's watch it. And how do you feel about the Ukraine-Russia shit? Do you want Ukraine to win or Russia to win? I personally don't give a shit, right? It's white people harming white people. And it's not the first time and it won't be the last time. My opinion is that Russia is well within its right to protect its borders because NATO is trying to move in and invade Russia, and they're using the Ukraine to do it, and they're all getting paid. It's a big shit show. Biden, Kerry, McCain, all of them was fucking around. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
Collins tried to corner Trump with a lose-lose Ukraine question. Do you want Russia or Ukraine to win? Trump dodged masterfully, prioritizing peace over partisan soundbites. Collins' ploy? Exposed as a desperate bid to paint him as a warmonger or traitor. Her filibustering interview style wasted time, layering commentary, not seeking truth. Trump outmaneuvered her, but CNN aired the clip anyway. The takeaway? Collins isn't a journalist. She's a narrative mercenary. For years, outlets like CNN compared Trump to Hitler, fueling violent rhetoric after the assassination attempt. Trump Jr. called them out. Your words have consequences. Collins shrugged, citing J.D. Vance's past Hitler comparison, ignoring that Vance later praised Trump. The hypocrisy? Media elites amplify their Hitler parallels but silence conservatives. Their goal isn't reporting, it's radicalizing viewers against Trump. Consequences be damned.
When you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return
Are you
them.
ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you that.
While Collins obsesses over Trump, Hunter Biden.
Real quick, let me translate what he meant to say to her that he couldn't, right? He wanted to call her a nasty bitch, right? So, just so y'all know, she's a nasty bitch.
Biden's laptop scandal, proof of influence, peddling, and corruption, collects dust. Leaked emails show Hunter selling access to his father, yet CNN labels it old news. Imagine if Don Jr. had similar dirt. Wall-to-wall coverage for weeks. Maher blasted the cover-up. The media protects Democrats, period. Hunter's laptop isn't a conspiracy, it's corruption. CNN won't touch. Former Biden press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre accused Trump's team of North Korea-style press access. Caroline Levitt dismantled her. You lied about Biden's mental fitness daily. Levitt's proof? Biden's public stumbles fears Jean-Pierre's scripted denials. The double standard? Biden restricted press access to hide decline. Trump's limits curb hostile theatrics. Jean-Pierre's critique? Projection at its finest?
That environment wasn't just created by Donald Trump.
Okay, but can I say, you can't blame, and everyone wants your dad to be safe. No one wants the threats against his life to happen, but you can't blame the media for those threats. There's been no
When
evidence
someone
that's
calls
what drove those.
and allows people to have a platform to call someone literally Hitler every day for 9 years, it creates it.
Okay.
Whether you want to believe it or not,
No shit.
that's a fact.
But as you know, J.D. Vance once likened your dad to Hitler as well. He questioned if he was America's Hitler.
CNN's idea of balance, letting Ted Cruz speak for 30 seconds before pouncing. Ma called it fake balance, a tactic to pretend fairness while pushing leftism. The network's formula: invite a Republican and let panels shred them. But when Democrats face heat, CNN shifts to damage control. Example: Hunter scandals buried. Trump's speeches labeled divisive instantly. Trump restricts press access not to hide, but to avoid ambushes. Leavitt defended the policy. Access is a privilege, not a right. When Collins whined about barred AP reporters, Leavitt fired back. Respect the office, earn the access. The media's tantrum, proof they crave control, not truth. Under Biden, they enjoyed carte blanche to gaslight. But Trump's team won't play along.
Was it appropriate to bury the Hunter Biden?
You're talking about the press doing that?
He's saying that's what they did, and that is what they did. They buried the Hunter Biden story before the election because they were like, we can't risk having the election thrown to Trump. We'll tell them after the election.
And we know for a fact that that's what they did?
Of course. You
no,
don't
but
follow
I'm
this.
saying you know for a fact that that's what they did. I don't know what they did.
I know, because you only watch MSNBC.
No, that's not true.
Megyn Kelly mocked Collins.
He said you only watch MSNBC. Taking shots. I don't know. I think I want to get past this. I don't really like this. What do y'all think? I don't know.
Bill Maher.
Yeah, it's done. Let's move on.
Well, my friends, we have come to practical training in levitation. Today, I will tell you what initial.
We're not doing that one. That's a weirdo. Talking about levitation and shit. Let's move on. Oh, shit.
The earth is flat, and this is why they're gaslighting you into defending a fairy tale. Wake up before it's too late. Why die on a hill for a globe that's full of plot holes? Polaris never moves. Point a telescope, hit track, and watch it sit dead still, forever. Ancient star maps, identical to today. So why does science claim we're hurtling through space at 66,600 miles per hour? And why'd they bulldoze the Georgia Guidestones, the one monument that proved Earth isn't spinning? Coincidence? Nope. Then there's the glaring physics fail. You can't have a pressurized atmosphere inside an...
So, normally I get this type of shit. And the Bill Maher shit. But this type of shit right here is what I get most of all. And, this is a controversial topic. The earth is flat. Flat earthers. I'm neither a globe earther, the heliocentric model, or a flat earther. I'm going to get off the fucking earther. But that's a whole nother story. You know, we Jews, we know we got something better to look forward to after this place. But what do y'all think about the flat earth theory, doctrine, whatever the hell it is? Holla. Let's get back to it.
Infinite vacuum. Try inflating a balloon in space. It pops. But Earth's air magically stays put. Sure, Jan. A flat stationary Earth explains it all. Fixed stars, calm oceans, and why NASA's space is just CGI. Gravity, a myth. Things fall because density, not magic. Ancient cultures knew this. Schools taught it until Rockefeller hijacked education in 1903, swapping truth for worker drones. The Georgia Guidestones' Polaris alignment stayed perfect for 40 years until they destroyed it. NASA's vacuum doesn't suck our air away. Your soda bottle explodes at high.
Yeah, I guess that one's it. Let's move on.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Piece of Boom. Watch this video to the end. Satan's plan against us. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Satan's plan against us.
Okay,
now,
wait. Let me just make it clear. This isn't my content. This dude right here, true story. I don't know his name, but he like, shut up. I like this guy. So we just gonna listen. Check out his page, True Story 718 on TikTok. I'm sure he got a YouTube and a Rumble and an Instagram and all that other shit. Go check him out. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. You heard? Fuck you, YouTube. Anti-Semitic bastards. Don't take it down.
makes you question God's word and his goodness. Discouragement makes you look at your problems rather than at God.
Really?
Diversion makes the wrong things seem attractive so that you will want them more than the right things.
Shut up!
Defeat makes you feel like a failure so that you don't even try. And delay,
come on,
makes you put off doing something so that it never gets done.
Shh. Shut up! You see what it is? You know he has a plan for you to fail. He makes you doubt yourself. He makes you think that you're not worthy of things. Shh. Shut up! But you are. And you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, but his job is to make sure you don't do it. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what that lady's talking about, but I'm gonna have to look into it myself. But what she was saying kind of made sense. Shh. Shut up! You keep pushing things off. When you gonna do it? You said you was gonna do it last week, you didn't do nothing. It's this week, you still didn't do nothing. You gonna do it, let me guess, you're gonna do it tomorrow. Tuesday, still you talking crap. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game right here, guys, and you know what time is it. Who are you? I know who I am. A little bit. Shut up! You better figure it out. We were all put here for a reason. What's your reason? Because I can't tell you. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game right here, guys, and you know what's going on. But I tell you one thing. If I ever see that guy that she was talking about, that spirit or wherever the hell he is, in these streets, I'm gonna hit him with the Holy Ghost.
Alright, that's my man. Y'all check him out. He got good shit. He funny. This is a fucking... Here we go. This is another one of those things that I normally get. Fucking controversial topic. The ice wall, Antarctica, Admiral Byrd, all the shit that's going over there, the lands, the different things. So let's watch it. Come on. It even plays now. That. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure this shit out. You think it was bad in the car, sitting in front of this sister? Oh, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. But anyway, I'm getting to it. Let's watch. This looks like some AI bullshit. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds, then I'm moving on. Yeah, fuck all that. That's AI.
What's up, TikTok? It's your boy Chris here. So, you know when you sign that mortgage? Well, when you signed it, you signed on the right-hand side of that mortgage. So, technically, you gave them the credits. Now, what they did is they took that and they did an initial discounting on it to write bonds and insurance policies against that. Now, you have to place insurance on a home because if you have a loan, they want you to have insurance on it that's already insured. By the certificate of title of the house, that's an insurance policy. So now you're re-insuring an already insured policy out of your pocket. TikTok for entertainment purposes only. Everybody should always do your own due diligence and research. Never ever do anything I say here without doing your own due diligence and research. But get your fucking money back. You do a 1099 OID against the insurance company that you made payments to. And then you do a 1099 OID against the county treasurer for all the funds that were basically property taxes. So I hope y'all can run with that. Love you guys as always. I'll see y'all on top.
All right, so I've always been interested in this 1099 OID and all that other shit, right? I say before you do any of that, learn what the hell he's talking about, because you'll fuck around and end up locked the fuck up, and you don't want to do that. So learn commercial law, right? The UCC and the CFR and all that other shit. Codes and shit, because that's what we operate on, right? We're not operating under the Constitution, otherwise there would be no taxes, there would be no mortgages, there wouldn't be any of that shit. The framers of the Constitution, the people who invaded this continent and captured and enslaved its people, they had a great idea. I'm a Jew, right? And doesn't even fucking matter. The reality is, learn that shit before you go do any of it. That's for entertainment purposes only. I'm not suggesting that anybody follow that bullshit, but you know what? A lot of people are doing it, so check on it. Let's get to it.
Tartarian sound waves are not just frequencies moving through air. They are structured vibratory fields, harmonic oscillations that interact directly with the bioelectric architecture of DNA. Every living organism emits its own electromagnetic resonance signature.
Yeah, all right. That looked like AI too.
A harmonic imprint encoded at the quantum level. The Tartarians understood this. They tuned their Zermaluth instruments to frequencies that aligned with the coherent vibratory lattice of human DNA, not just stimulating it, but activating latent codons, sequences of genetic information left dormant in modern biology. When these sound waves reach the body, they don't just resonate at the cellular level, they induce phonon lattice oscillations, creating coherent energy states that rewire neural conductivity, enhance mitochondrial function, and restructure genomic sequencing in real time. The harmonic overtones of the Tartarian scales weren't random. They were Fibonacci resonant standing waves, embedding golden ratio phase coherence directly into biological structures. This means the music wasn't just heard, it was imprinted onto the molecular matrix, reconfiguring cellular memory, recalibrating neurological pathways, and restoring bioenergetic symmetry. What we're dealing with isn't just lost music, it's sonic engineering at the quantum biological threshold, a forgotten science that bridged sound, consciousness, and genetic evolution. And now, after centuries of silence, we have recovered the first Tartarian frequencies. Tartarian sound waves are not...
Yeah, that I don't know about all that. I like the whole Tartaria, topic, but whatever, right? Just for entertainment purposes only. Let's move on. What the? Yo, my bad. Nobody should be singing this shit. YouTube, I ain't know that was coming. I'm watching. Holy shit. Yo, YouTube, sorry for that. But again, I'm streaming live and I'm going through my social media. I had no idea this was going to pop up. There it is. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Don't go anywhere near a moving fucking train, people. I don't know. Don't do that. That's dangerous. Don't be stupid. You can unalive yourself, jackass.
First of all, according to the there were walls and walls of hieroglyphics carved in, giving the whole history of who they were and what they were doing and why they were there and where they came from. See, for the people say, well, what's the Egyptians doing at the bottom of the Grand Canyon with all these rapids? How'd they get there? they came via a massive tunnel system. And this was the entrance going into the tunnels going down. It documented two things that correspond with the Hopi and Pueblo Indians. The Hopis talk about the ant people, and they came out from these massive tunnel systems after the flood. They were put in there to basically the whole earth was covered with flood water. Okay? That's the Hopi tradition. But the Hopis also have the tradition of part of those underground subterranean chambers. There were big giants that they were never to work with. So there's that giant thread in the cave system. They still exist there. They're just set off. Steve Quayle talks about the Kandahar giant that happened in Afghanistan, where the giant came and engaged and killed a couple of our special forces.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but look into it. I read all about it. Kandahar giant, holy shit, good shit. Go watch it, go study it, go read it.
And in Afghanistan, that's again shut down, and everything else is quiet about that. The Rosetta Stone was found. They weren't able to interpret those hieroglyphics. But now that the Rosetta Stone, we know how to read the hieroglyphics. It's an amazing story. The descendants of the biblical Joseph of Egypt tells the whole story, lays it out as to how many generations they actually had a civilization there, and why.
Just for the record, he said Joseph, and he's, mentioning Joseph in relation to the Grand Canyon is because the northern kingdom of Israel were the original inhabitants of this land here, North, South, Central America, the Caribbean, West Indies, and Canada. Those were the northern kingdom of Israel. They were the first peoples to inhabit these lands. But, y'all won't believe me because white people say different. If white people say it, white is right. But anyway, moving on.
They left. It's all their history is on the walls, and it's definitely history that's not in the history books. First of all, it validates the Bible, and they're never going to do that. Okay. Then the next thing, it validates there's a whole antediluvian underground subterranean civilization involving giants. I'm not going to let that out either. This is earth-shattering and life-changing when you see that this is much different than what you believe that the world is. The entrance, according to the interpretation, there's under the Sphinx in Egypt is where the tunnel connects, and it goes out throughout much of the world. In fact, it's interconnected tunnels throughout the world. They call them chariots, but they're carts that fast move, so they could travel fast. In fact, you can go again on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, the Kaibab Peninsula, the Kaibab Plateau. The giant ponderosa pines that are around Jacobs Lake and that whole area of northern Arizona, there is ancient workings.
Yeah, I needed a minute to process all that, and it's not the first I've heard of it. It's first I'm seeing this particular, reel, but it's not the first I heard of it. I heard Kennedy knew something about it before he was assassinated, and that they found tons of gold in that section of the Grand Canyon that has been cordoned off and no longer accessible to the public. But anyway, do your research. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. Let's move on.
Here's another shocking secret that we all need to know and understand. Our original organic Constitution was set forth in 1787, as amended with the Bill of Rights in 1791. This Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Anything repugnant to this Constitution is null and void. In 1871, our treasonous 41st Congress created another constitution called the Constitution of the United States, which set up the entire unlawful private for-profit corporations, which fraudulently pose as governments across our nation. Federal
Come on, man.
State, county, and local. The 41st
Yeah, my bad. I guess I'm having some technical difficulties. That's that fuckery, though. Come on, let's go.
Congress swore an oath in perpetuity to the organic constitution set forth in 1787. Therefore, we're bound to this constitution by oath. However, deceptively, unconstitutionally, thus unlawfully created a communist-controlled, central banker-dictated corporate constitution.
Now, for the record, this is one of my, interests, the Constitution. And our constitutional rights and how they're being violated by every agency in the United States right now. If you're a citizen, then you don't have rights. Only Americans have rights. And the only way to have those rights is to invoke those rights. Be clear that if you stay quiet, you don't have rights. If you waive your rights unknowingly, unwillingly, unintentionally, you don't have rights. And if you ain't willing to fight, bleed, and die for those rights, then you don't have rights. Know that. But anyway, let's continue. Learn your Constitution, people, especially you white people. This country, this United States, was founded by your forefathers for you. They said it in there, for themselves and their posterity. That means you. And if you don't know your rights and you don't know the Constitution, then shame on you. If you're losing in a system set up for you, it serves you right. So learn your shit.
Which is unlawful and invalid. This is when we lost our republic. So my question to you is, are you one of we the people? Are you ready to stand up for your God-given rights? If so, drop it in the chat, like and follow, and we'll catch you on the next one. Here's another shocking secret that we all need to know and understand. Our original organic constitution was set.
Anyway, my bad for running that back.
To understand the Native American nation, you've got to look at the Mississippi River. Because the Mississippi River to Native Americans was what Happy was to the Africans. You go to a place known as Cahokia, which, when you look at the Mississippi River, it almost becomes like a Y and then it comes down. Cahokia is located in southern Illinois. It is the largest pyramid in the northern hemisphere. There are over 110 pyramids along the Mississippi River. For more information on that, there's a book called, by Jack Weatherford, called Native Roots, Chapter 2. It's called Pyramids Along the Mississippi. There is evidence of Ramses III on the Mississippi River. There's a book called Ramses III, Father of America. Get that book and you'll see.
Know why they won't teach us the history of Egypt? After you have shackled and enslaved a people, branded, castrated, lynched, burned, and tortured them, you called them 3/5 of a man, subspecies, an ape, a monkey, and a general inferior creation, how can we then admit that they are our teachers and the ones who gave us civilization?
To understand the Native American nation, you've got to look at the Mississippi.
I'm almost tempted to run that back so y'all get it. I'm not gonna, right? That's part one. I'm gonna leave it right there, but that's good shit. Oh, wow. Black people are your teachers, you heard? And Native Americans were, in fact, a ruddy copper-colored, swarthy, dark people. What you call black today. But let's move on. This the type of shit that comes through my feed.
I am a nerd. Fuck all of you, okay? If you don't understand what I'm about to talk about, that's fine. Please go watch Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates, and you will understand after a couple episodes what the fuck I'm talking about. Why do we not put LiDAR on every commercial plane and private plane and boat and why is LiDAR not on everything? If we could somehow map the entirety of the fucking world, do you understand the advances in archaeology that we could do? And don't get...
All right, so Taco Reacts, that's the name of this page. Let's move on.
You do know the attempt on Vladimir Zelensky's life is something right out of the movies. That was in his Netflix series, Servant of the People. Before he was the president of the Ukraine, he did a 3-part Netflix series with 50-something episodes in it about being the president of the Ukraine. It was 3 seasons, and he wore a suit in every one of them. Zelensky was not only the producer, he was the president and the main star. There's 51 episodes about him being the president. He's just an absent-minded history teacher that becomes the president of the Ukraine. After they elected number 45 president, they scrapped the whole show. Episode 45 is about investing money from the election campaign into some type of innovation. Of course, episode 46 is all about the laptop. That is the person that got arrested for charges on that, and that's Zelensky right there. You know his director buddy and the screenwriter? They're all in his cabinet right now. That guy's name right there is Salim Shady, and he is a Ukrainian politician and a film director. I guess they just don't throw popcorn at the screen anymore. A lot of those actors work in the government. They're literally acting out a $1 billion Netflix feature. In 2019, Zelensky would later mirror his character's rise to political power in being elected president of the Ukraine. When Zelensky's wartime leadership and the show's popularity reached a notable boost was during the Russian invasion of 2022. I think it's funny that this whole thing ends up being a bunch of criminal cases against the people that used to run the whole deal, and that all Ukrainians share in the savings, making a huge pile of gold on Independence Square, which goes to realize the dream of Ukraine, which will never again be a third world country. I think we're somewhere in the final episode of this guy's sick dream. That was the 3rd season in episode 3. Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. You know that me and my family love you, so like and follow the trumpet for more. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day. You do know the attempt